Firstly, I think getting into a special public office at a younger age, you have to do double what other people, or even triple what other people do. Firstly, people judge you from your young age, thinking that they can't rely on you, you can't be responsible. So when even in communities, when you have to interact with older people, if you are with a male counterpart, maybe let's say you're going for public hearings or you're going for oversight, people tend to want to listen to that person first before they can hear, or sometimes even sideline you, not really listen to you. So you always have to push and be assertive as a woman so that your space is not undermined, especially now as a chairperson of a portfolio committee. The environment I operate in, telecommunication in South Africa mainly, it's male dominated. You find very few females in the environment. But again, when people look at you and think, oh, this is a young person, or this is a younger woman who is leading this portfolio, people tend to want to take advantage, and therefore you always have to be very assertive, but make sure that you understand your story. So reading and learning is not a luxury. If you're a woman politician, you can't take chances, because people always have to push and try and see how much do you know. So that has been a challenge more around my involvement in public office. But fortunately, from our parliament, there's always room for us to be given space to grow and development. So we found leadership in the presiding officers who were willing to give us space as young people to say you can grow. Women who are leading, who are an example that we can look up to, and see that if they have been able to reach where they are, it means whatever obstacles I have, I'll be able to achieve and overcome them and become a better person. I think, firstly, our founding constitution, which gives pronouncements on equality for both male and female. I think that's a strong basis for our participation in South Africa. But I think more for me, it's my political party, the African National Congress, ANC in short, which has a quota system. And in that quota system enables women to be part of political system. So we have, in terms of our electoral system in South Africa, it's a proportional representative system where parties submit party lists in order to contest elections. Now with the ANC, in terms of our party list, it's 50 women on the list. So we have that opportunity. We are given that opportunity as women. And it's based on ANC policy that women are equal, and acknowledging the past, especially if you understand our historic past of apartheid, where women were triply oppressed. I mean, we faced oppression because we were black first, especially us, and then we had to face another oppression because you were a woman. So out of that, the transformational agenda was to say women shall be given an opportunity, and with our list now, it's pronounced that it's 50% women on the list without a compromise. I think mainly in running for public office, you've got to, it's a service, that's how I see it. You've got to be willing to serve. For us, I mean, I look at, if you are a professional, for example, a young professional, you're a woman professional in our country, because of the transformational agenda I'm talking about, there are more opportunities for women, even in private sector and outside. Now, if you look and compare with the benefits of being a public rep, it's not fulfilling. You might think that, I'm wasting my time, I could be making more money. But if you believe in serving your country, if you believe that I am doing this for contributing and building in the betterment of my country and for the future, because somebody as well had to make a sacrifice before me so that I can have these opportunities, and that will make you as a person, as a woman in public office, survive, because there are a lot of things, especially if you're a professional and if you are continuously enhancing your education, because there are more. But again, I say to most women, when you get into politics, don't get in and be comfortable. Get in and develop yourself. Get in and learn more. If you do not have formal qualification, there are support systems in our country, for example, and I hope other parliaments do that, where they provide bursaries, where they provide funding for women in politics to further their education, because that as well helps. The more you get educated, the more it helps. I mean, I got my master's degree when I was already in parliament, so that helped me. I got into parliament with a junior degree, but I furthered my studies and I eventually acquired my master's degree, and hoping by the time I leave public office, I'll have a doctorate. And that for me, it's a pillar for me of growth. It's a pillar that says, while I'm in public office, I have not forgotten about my own development, about my own betterment, because that helps to fulfill my own dreams. I think we need to further strengthen the network of women, especially for support. I mean, there's still countries globally where you find that women are still harassed for being public reps. There's still countries where women do not have a voice. And unless we stand together and support each other as women, we will see the numbers or the progress that we have made being regressed. So it's very important that while I can say in my country we're doing well, women are not harassed for being in politics, women are supported. But I've got to remember that a sister, a mother somewhere, either in my continent or in another continent, is facing difficulties because of a choice of being a public rep and not being supported. So it's important for us as women globally to find a way and a stronger voice, and more even utilize institutions that are there like IPU, UN, to re-emphasize the need for global partnership on supporting women in politics and ensuring that their lives are not threatened, their kids are not threatened. Today we have cyberbullying, and more women are saying that they're being attacked on cyber for being politicians, and that is our next battle. We've got to be able as women to stand together, hold hands. When I hear there's a sister in another country being attacked, be able to find a mechanism to say, how can I lend a helping hand and support, so that she does not give up, because if she gives up in that particular country, it means many women will never go into public office. So that for me, in the coming years, it's our challenge as women. It's something that we need to stand, we need to find ways in addressing, but more importantly, we need to find more voice in standing up and saying, as women, we are here, we have a right to be politicians. It's a choice that we have made, and no one has a right to take it away from us.